welcome back to math. First thing we're going to do is to check your morning work. So go ahead and get that out. Have a different colored pen or pencil. We are on week 26, day 2. So here we go. First one is 3 times 2/3. Good review. So when we see multiplication, we know that it means groups of. So we know that we have 3 groups of 2/3. So we can use repeated addition to show 3 groups of 2/3. So now there's my 3 groups, 1, 2, 3 of 2/3. So when I add those up, I'm going to get 2, 4, 6/3. Now, what's wrong with 6/3? It's an improper fraction, so I need to pull out those whole numbers. All right, when I do that, I get 1 whole plus another whole, and there you go. That's it. I just have 2 wholes because 3/3 and 3/3 is equal to 6/3. So I just have 2 wholes. So my final answer is 2 wholes. Okay, if it's a whole number, make sure you're writing it as a whole number, as big as a whole number. All right. Next one, something over 10 is going to give you an equivalent fraction to 50 hundredths. All right, so you need to think, how'd you get from 10 to 100? You multiplied by 10. So I need to do the same up here. What multiplies by 10 to give me 50? It's going to be 5. So 5/10 is the same as 50 hundredths, which is the same as what? Do you know? 5/10, 50 hundredths, same as 1/2. Okay, let me get some more room here. Owen's bedroom has a perimeter of 46 feet. The length of the bedroom is 11 feet. What is the width of the bedroom? All right, so what shape is Owen's bedroom? It's a rectangle. And the text says that the length is 11 feet. So we know that this is 11 feet. We want to know the perimeter. All right, well, we have the perimeter, I'm sorry. So we know the perimeter. So that means if I start walking here, and I go from here, 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 and here, the total perimeter is going to be 46 feet. Okay, remember, perimeter is the outside. How do I get the perimeter? How do I figure that out? I add. So I add this, plus this, plus this, plus this, and I'm going to get 46 feet. Okay? Well, if this is 11 feet, well, what's this? 11 feet. I don't know what this is. Those are my variables. So I'm just going to pick, W because for width. All right, so I know that 11 plus 11 plus W plus W is going to give me 46 feet. Okay, because I have to add up all my sides. This, 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 and this. And that's what I did down here. 11, 11, W, W is 46 feet. Okay, so what do we know? We know right here that this is 22 feet. So what does this have to be? How am I going to figure this out? Well, remember, if you have an unknown over here, and if it's adding, you just have to do you remember? Inverse operation. So if we're doing adding over here, then we're going to subtract 46 minus 22. And we get 24. So we know this is 24. But I just need to know one side. It asks me for the width. How am I going to figure out what one side is? Well, it's going to be 12 because 12 plus 12 is 24. All right, so the width of his bedroom is 24 feet. Don't forget, you have to put feet there. So we know what unit of measurement you're using. All right, so 12 feet. And then the last one, 3/8 minus 1/8. You got this one, right? 3/8 minus 1/8 equals weights. There you go. And that's your morning work. Very nicely done. All right. So we are going to continue discussing line plots. Yesterday we started talking about what a line plot was. And a line plot is just a way to show information. Okay. It goes with our new learning target, which I'm finding for you right here. I can answer questions about data measured on a line plot. And yesterday we talked about some line plots. We talked about the height of giraffes. We talked about times for a meter sprint. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about line plots. So here's what I want you to do. I sent you another Pearson video. So I want you to go ahead and pause me, go to your Google Classroom page, look for the Pearson video, click on the video and watch the video, all right, and then come back to me. Are you ready? Okay, go. All right, so you should have watched the Pearson video about line plots. So we're going to use some line plots today to answer some questions, some good thinking questions. The other thing I sent to you were pages 605 and 606 out of your math book. So I want you to go ahead and pull up 605 first. All right, if you need to pause me to do that, go for it. But once you get there, 605, you're going to want to look down at the very, very bottom. All right, you have a line plot there, and line plots are always going to have titles. All right, and on your line plot, you're going to see it at the very top where it's the blue, and it says heights of Dr. Chen's patients. All right, so that's the title of your line plot. So we know that the information that we are looking at are the heights of his patients. And if you look at the very bottom, it says the unit of measurement. So what's the unit of measurement we're using? Feet. Okay, so his patients then tells you how tall they are and measured in feet. Okay, now with that idea, look at question 4. What is the difference in height between the tallest and shortest patients? The tallest patient and the shortest patient. So I want you to take a look at that. Well, how tall is the tallest patient? How short is the shortest patient? All right, I want you to pause me, and on your scrap paper, I want you to see if you can figure it out. All right, it's a little tough. See if you can figure it out. Pause me, and then give it a try, and then come back and we'll talk about it. Ready? Go. Okay, so the tallest patient was 6 feet. The shortest patient was 4.5 feet. So in order to find how much taller the tallest patient was, we have to subtract. Now, if you set it up like this and panicked, I get it, because I haven't taught you how to subtract things like this. But you still have the knowledge to figure this out. You do. You have to just stop and think about it for a minute. Let's put this off to the side for just a second, and let's just subtract, 9 minus 3. Okay? Now, I know you're brilliant. I know that you know 9 minus 3 is 6. You don't have to really think about it. But let's kind of think back to when you were just learning your math facts. One of the strategies that you learned was to, use your fingers, take away 3, and then you come up with 6. Yeah, that's true. But another strategy that you learned was to count up. So if I count up from 3 to 9, I'm going to still get my answer. Remember this? So we count up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you still get 6. So you know that 9 minus 3 is 6. Well, guess what? You can do that the same way with fractions. All right? You can still count up to get to your whole number. So let's figure this out. I want to get from 1/4 to a whole. How many do I need to count up to? All right? Well, let's think about this. We know that 4/4 is the whole, right? I already have 1/4. So 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. get to 6? Just 1. So what did I count up? 1 whole plus 3/4. So when I subtract, I get 1 and 3/4. So the difference between the tallest patient and the shortest patient is 1 and 3/4 of a foot. Alright? Okay, don't stress too much if you couldn't figure that one out. It's alright. Okay, that was a tough one, and we haven't really done subtraction where you have to regroup. So hey, as long as you can kind of try to figure it out along with me, I'm good. Alright, let's take a look at the second one. Question 5. Oscar says 5 feet is the most common height Dr. Chen measured. Do you agree or do you disagree? Is 5 the most common? Pause it and take a close look at that and get ready with an answer. Ready? Go. Alright, so what do you think? Is 5 the most common? Let's take a look at it. 5 feet. How many patients measured at 5 feet? Look at the dots above it. You have 1, 2, 3. So 3 patients measured 5. Was there another measurement that had more than 3? Yes. 5 and 2/4 had 4 dots above it. So those dots each represent a patient. So you had 4, he had 4 patients that measured 5 and 2/4 of a foot tall. Alright, so the answer would be no. 5 wasn't the most common. There was another one that was more common, 5 and 2/4. Okay? Alright, so what you need to do is kind of scroll down on your page, and I want you to look at page 606. I'm going to give you a couple to work on now, and then when we get back into small groups, you're going to come in small groups with me. We're going to talk about that. Okay? So on page 606, these are the ones I would like for you to work on. I would like for you to work on numbers 6 and 7, and then drop down and work on number 9. And let's try 10. So let me say that again. You're going to try on 606. You're going to work on numbers 6, 7, 9, and 10. And just do it on your scrap paper, but make sure you have that scrap paper ready to go when we get into small groups so we can talk about your answers. Okay? And we'll talk, make sure if you have any good questions for me, you write them down, and we'll talk about those in small group too. Alright? I love you, and I will take care, and I will see you in a little bit. Bye.